Folks, we just got some huge and unexpected news today in the Call of Duty scene, and that is Call of Duty 2020, which was under development by Sledgehammer Games, has been cancelled by Activision, and in its place, Treyarch, with the support from Sledgehammer and Raven, will develop Black Ops 5. I honestly thought I was tripping when I read this news at first. I thought I had taken a wrong turn and ended up on some troll Reddit post, but nope. The article with all the details comes from Kotaku reporter Jason Schreier. Apologies if I got that name wrong, but I do know that Jason has a pretty strong track record when it comes to Call of Duty news. He seems to know his stuff, and I'll link the full article in the description for you to check out after I've sunk my teeth into this like a juicy steak. A juicy, unexpected, possibly unwelcome steak. I don't know where I was going with that. It's 12:30 at night when I'm recording this. Actually, it's 1 o'clock now. Jesus. Now, we all know COD's been in a 3-year cycle since 2012. Infinity Ward, Treyarch and Sledgehammer. So this would mark the first time since then that we won't be seeing that. And obviously your immediate reaction to that is, well, are you going to have enough time to finish the game? Unfortunately, these days, sometimes we as fans are left thinking, was 3 years even enough to finish a game? Of course, they got by just fine in the past with 1.5 and 2 year cycles, but you'd have to say the jury is out a bit when it comes to this. Then we've got the fact it's Black Ops 5. Firstly, I don't know if COD 2021 was scheduled to be Black Ops 5. If I were to guess, I'd think not, and I reckon it's time Treyarch moved on, but if they've had this sprung on them, then I guess they've got Black Ops there ready to use again. Although I do have to point this exciting part of the article out, if I'm reading it right, that apparently Black Ops 5 will be set during the Cold War, which I'm not gonna lie, that definitely tickles my testicles. I'm well up for another Black Ops 1 style COD game, so I guess most of us here would be happy with that, and since Sledgehammer and Raven are helping it out, surely it has to have a campaign. They couldn't go back to the Cold War without a campaign. That wouldn't tickle me at all, actually. That'd be like a free kick with a steel toe cap boot right to the balls. And although having said that, all of this about a Cold War Call of Duty, I'm not sure if Jason means that. It was originally going to be a Cold War game, was this game under development by Sledgehammer, but it has changed to Black Ops 5, as in Black Ops we've had for number 3 and number 4, but could he mean that it's still going to be a Cold War game, but it's going to have the Black Ops name and be developed by Treyarch primarily? I'm not 100% sure on that. Also, I'm just throwing this out there, I'd take a remaster of Black Ops 1 Troops. Treyarch, see if you can't be arsed with all of this. Just give Black Ops 1 remastered with... Just give us that with Raven supporting it like Modern Warfare remastered, and I'd be well happy with that for a year. I wonder if that's actually been considered at all, but let me know in the comments if you'd be down for a Black Ops 1 or even Black Ops 2 remaster. Anyway, just to go back to Sledgehammer for a second, as you can see, I'm playing World War 2 in the background. I had an absolute nightmare of a start to this game and then flourished into a solid performance. 2 kills off a V2 actually, which funnily enough is kind of like how the actual game panned out. An absolute horror show of a launch, it has to be said. It might have been the worst ever actually, between the servers and the restrictive divisions. It was rough, but then after some TLC and after Michael Condrey and Glenn Schofield left, the two heads of Sledgehammer Games, after they left their posts, the game became really fun. Honestly, if you gave up on World War 2 after 3 months, and I don't blame you to be honest, go back and try it now. I'm playing in this match with specialist streaks on. They added in so many cool old and new features into the game and just freed it up so much. And if only this version of World War 2 was the launch version, we would have been onto a winner. But rolling back a bit, the two studio heads leaving has obviously made things difficult for Sledgehammer in other areas of development, and the article goes on to say that Raven and Sledgehammer have both been arguing back and forth over the development of this COD for 2020. So it sounds like a bit of a shit show behind the scenes, and I do feel, honestly, I do feel for the actual developers, like personally, being told your game is getting cancelled must be a kick in the... Well, I've said that. Looking towards the future though, surely this messes up the cycle in the long run, because Infinity Ward would only then have 2 years to fire out their next game, and I don't know how that would work. But on that note, kinda, Jason says that Activision are possibly embracing the free-to-play model, so could they maybe give us something like COD Mobile for consoles, kinda like COD Online is for PC? I know we've got Call of Duty Mobile, but I'd love to see that on consoles. and I wouldn't be overly surprised if we did see something like that soon, especially when a free-to-play game like that can be absolutely littered with microtransactions. But anyhow, folks, I don't want to turn this video into an audible recording of this article. Go and check out the full thing for yourselves, but do let me know in the comments how you feel about these revelations. How do you feel about a potential Black Ops 5? I swear they're going to run out of space for those orange bars in the logo soon at this rate, but to be honest, for me, I think I'm kind of done with Black Ops unless it was set in the Cold War era. This current generation of Black Ops games, it's ran its course, I think, and it's time for a change away from that. But you never know, maybe it'll take something like this happening for Activision and the developers to step up their game. We might surprise, I hope so anyway. I'm an optimist, and I don't want to see my favourite game series in the toilet. And on that lovely note, if you're new around here and a COD fan yourself, hit that subscribe button please, and the notification bell as well to join the notification squad like the two COD fanboys on your screen right now. A like on the video too would be much appreciated. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.